Hi everyone and welcome to my new video. Thank you for purchasing this video tutorial, and in this video I will show you how to make these beautiful crosses you can see here. I call them spring crosses, and I made them with 14 millimeters Swarovski Rivoli and 3 millimeters fire polished beads. And obviously 15-0 and 11-0 seed beads. This is quite simple to do, and as you can see the result is quite beautiful. I made this one with all crystal colors, crystal AB, and 3 millimeters fire polished beads in crystal AB color too. And I made this one with this beautiful Swarovski Rivoli. Its name is Crystal Peony Pink, I think, and the fire polished beads are Alabaster Malachite Green. So I can show you closer. In this video tutorial I'm going to show you how to make this cross using 3 millimeters Majestic Blue AB 24, I think, and this beautiful 14 millimeters Swarovski Army Green Delight Rivoli. So we are going to use these supplies, and I will leave you all the details in the description of the video. So let's start. To make our cross we will use a 14 millimeters Army Green Delight Swarovski Rivoli, 3 millimeters Majestic Blue AB 24, some 15-0, and I'm using this color of beads, PF 557 by Toe, and I'm using the 15-0 and the 11-0 by Toe. We will need obviously some thread and the needle. I'm using both size 12 needle and a size 10 needle, and some fire line thread. I'm using 0.15 millimeters size. So let's start. The first thing we have to do is to pick up 4 11-0 seed beads and bring them at the end of the thread. Then pass through the first seed bead and pull the thread. As you can see, we have made a little cross with the 4 seed beads, and so now I'm going to pass again through the whole sequence. So we are making a right angle weave bezel for our Swarovski Rivoli. Pick up 3 more 11-0 seed beads and pass through the external right bead from the top to the bottom and pull the thread. Now pass again through the bottom bead and the top right bead, pull the thread, and we are ready to make another little cross. Pick up again 3 more 11-0 seed beads and pass through the right bead, the external bead, from the bottom to the top. And now we have to pass through the top bead and the side bead. We have to go on in this way, and we have to make 15 crosses. You can counting the top beads. So this one, this is the second, and this is the third. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to make the stripe of 15 crosses, and I'll be back. As you can see, I've just finished our 15 modules stripe with our little crosses. And now we have to join the two parts together in this way to make a circle around. So I have the thread exiting this bead topwards. I pick up another 11/0 seed bead and pass through the opposite side, the opposite external bead from the top to the bottom, in this way, and pull the thread. Now, pick up another 11/0 seed bead and pass through the other bead on the other side from the bottom to the top and pull the thread. Pass again through the whole sequence, and as you can see, we have made another cross with missing beads. Pass again through the 4 beads, and now we have to start working with 15 seed beads. So I have the thread exiting this bead. I pass the thread through the next bead, and we have to make 2 rounds working with 15 seed beads and peyote technique. So pick up 1 15 seed bead and pass through the next 11 seed bead and pull the thread, and again pick up another 15 and pass through the next 11 seed bead. Pick up another 15 and pass through the next 11 seed bead. And this is the final result. We have to complete all the round, so go on this way and I will show you how to add the last bead. As you can see, I have to add the last 15 seed bead. So you have to pass through the next 11 seed bead and the next 15 seed bead. So we are ready to make the second round and to work another time with 15 seed beads. So pick up the 15 seed bead and pass through these 2 beads. So pick up another 15 seed bead and pass through the first seed bead, the first 15 seed bead. and go on till you complete the round. We have to add the last 15 seed bead of the second round, and so pass through again the previous 15 seed bead and the first 15 seed bead of the round. Pull the thread, and now we are ready to put the rivoli inside our basil. So this is the final result. So flip the work, and now we have to bring the thread exiting one of the beads on the bottom side of our basil. So the thread exits the 15 you can see here, and I will pass through the beads without adding any bead. And bring the thread exiting these 11 so pass here and pass here, and now we have to repeat the same steps we have made on the front. So we have to close the rivoli into our basil with working with our 15 seed beads. So pick up one 15 and pass through the next 11 and again, and you have to make these steps 2 times. You have to complete one round and again another round. As you can see, this is the final result, and I've completed 2 basil the rivoli. Now we have to bring the thread exiting one of these beads on the top. You can see the sparkly side of the rivoli, and you have to bring the thread exiting this 11 seed bead. So I pass through this bead, this one, and finally this one. We have to build the 4 sides of our cross, and I will start making the first one with the same thread, but I recommend you to use a different thread to build these parts of the cross. So pick up one 11 one 3mm Swarovski bacon and one 11 and pass through the same seed bead from the bottom to the top and pull the thread. Now turn the rivoli, and as you can see, the thread exits this bead, and now we have to bring it exiting this bead. I hope you can see it. This one, and pull the thread. Pick up 2 11 seed beads and pass again through the 2 11 beads on this side, the one near to the bacon and the other one, and pull the thread. pass through this seed bead 11O and pull the thread. Pick up again 2 11O seed bead and pass through this 11O and this 11O in this way. 1 and 2. And pull the thread. We have built the first cube. Now we have the thread exiting this 11O. You have to pass through the middle bead here, pull the thread, pass through this bead on the top from the bottom to the top, pull the thread, pick up again another 11O because we are building the cross, but as you can see we have only 3 beads, the bicon, the 11O here and the 11O here, and we have to add another 11O here in the empty space. So pick up 1 11O seed bead and pass through this one, and this one again. You have to pass again through 3 11O seed beads. Pull the thread, and now, as you can see, the thread exits this bead, pass through the bicon, the top bicon, the right 11O, the bottom 11O, and the left 11O to join the beads together. And now I pass it again through the bicon, and in this way we are ready to build another module. So pick up again 1 11O, 1 bicon and 1 11O. I turn the work in this way, it's easier, and pass through the bicon from the top to the bottom. Okay, pass through the left 11O seed bead, pick up 2 11O seed beads, pass through these 2 beads, pull the thread, pass through the left bead from the bottom through the top, pick up 2 more 11O seed beads and pass through the left beads of the module, only this one and this one, not this one. And now we have to pass again through these 2 beads, pick up 1 11/0 on the thread and pass through the right bead from the top to the bottom. Then I pass again through the whole sequence this way, and we are ready to build the 3rd cube. This is the result. These colors are really stunning. I love them. If you follow me on my group, Natalia Savastano Designer English group, you'll probably know I love blue and all its shades. But come back to our work, pick up again 1 11/0, 1 bicon, 1 11/0, and pass through the bicon, pull the thread, pass through the bead from the right to the left, pick up 2 11/0 seed beads and pass through the 2 beads at the bottom from the right to the left. Then pass through the left top bead from the bottom through the top to the top, turn the work and pass again through these 2 beads, the external beads on the bottom. Pass through the middle bead, the bead next to the bicon, and we are ready to add the missing bead. Then pass again through these beads, pass another time from the bottom to the top, and join the beads together. So pass through the bicon, the 11/0, the other 11/0, the third 11/0, and again through the bicon. So we are ready to build the 4th cube on this side, and you have to repeat these steps on the opposite side. You can make it longer. As you can see, I've made the top tubular with 4 fire polished beads, the sides ones with 3 fire polished beads, and the bottom side with 7 fire polished beads. So I'm going to make the top one with the 4 bicons, and we have to build the last cube for the top tubular. Okay, as you can see, we have finished the top version. Now, now we have to add some seed beads, some 11 seed beads in the empty spaces. I like it, how it looks with seed beads. So on the front, this one and this one, and on the back I pick up one 11 and pass through the next 11, another 11 and pass through the other 11, another 11 and pass through this one, and another one and pass through the bicone. Then pass through this 11 and fill the empty spaces with the other 11s. Now I've added here two 15 seed beads, but I recommend you to add them only when you have finished all the tubulars. So at the final step you can add two 11s here, two 15s here, two 11s here, and so on the front and on the back too. It's easier, I think. So now I pass through the middle bead, turn the work, pass through this 11 and repeat this step. Okay, pass through these beads and we are making the same thing on the back. Now we are going to make the final step for this tubular. I bring the thread exiting this 11 seed bead and pick up one 15, one 11, and one 15 seed bead and pass through the other 11 on the other side. In this way, and we have made this decoration on the top of the tubular. So pass through the other two 11 seed beads, one, and two, and pick up again the same sequence of beads. And pass through the next 11. Okay. Bring these two decorations close. Then I pass again through these two 11 seed beads the 15O and the 11O on the top. And I join the two 11Os together in this way. Okay, once you have finished to complete this side, this tubular, the top tubular, you have to pass through the beads, so bring the thread exiting this seed bead to build another side of the cross. As you can see, I made the first cube on the other side of the cross, the left side of the cross, and now I'm going on making two more cubes, like in the previous step, this one. So, bring the thread exiting from a bicon and make two more cubes. Then pass through the beads and fill the empty spaces, and the final step you have to do is to make these points at the end of the tubular. As you can see, I have just finished my cross and I have completed the 4 arms of the cross. I have filled all the empty spaces here with 11O seed beads. I've made the points here, and now I have to fill these empty spaces, this one under each arm, on the front and on the back side. So the thread exits this 11O seed bead, and I'm going to pick up one 11O seed bead and pass through the 11O in the middle here and pull the thread. And here it is. You can see the 15O here, down here. Pick up another 15O seed bead and pass through the next 11O seed bead and pull the thread. Now pick up an 11O seed bead and pass through the next 11O seed bead pull the thread, pick up another 11 seed bead and pass through the next 11. And now again with 15 seed bead and pass through the middle 11 seed bead, and repeat the same step with another 15 seed bead. You have to repeat the same step on the front and on the back of our cross. And so I'm going to finish this work and I will show you the final result. And these are my little spring crosses. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you for watching and for purchasing, supporting my work. And if you want, you can share your result in my Facebook group, Natalia Savastano Designer English Group. I hope you enjoyed this project and happy bidding. Bye bye!